energies exiting these centers are the lightest substantial energies at our disposal for rebuilding the world,
ushering us into the new golden era.
And these energies are particularly focused on our tiny, non-sacred planet, Earth.
So a couple things there. The guy says to enter into the new golden era. Didn't we just hear this from pretty much every political angle that we can think of? And now the religious side, where they're saying, let's usher in a golden age of Christianity. This is all saying the same thing.
Everyone's talking about the golden age. Everyone's talking about the golden age. So it doesn't matter what stripe you are, they're all looking for the same thing, a golden age. And of course, that ties us back to Babylon in the Bible. You are this head of gold, and Nebuchadnezzar, again, built that thing. But if we look back in history, Babylon really begins its history in Genesis 11, where Satan tries to bring everybody together in apostasy and rebellion against God and defiant of what happened in the judgment of the flood to build a tower to escape judgment. And so I would think, what happened in ancient Babylon or in ancient Babel that actually destroyed the building of the tower and scattered everyone across the face of the earth? It was a scrambling of the languages, right? Nobody could communicate and talk with each other, and there was distrust and there was disunion. And now we're entering a time in our world where we have never been more connected. Whether it's something like this, or just our computers, we have the ability to essentially communicate one with another, regardless of international boundaries, regardless of dialect, regardless of all these things in real time. In a sense, the devil has brought the world again to a place where he wanted to in the past, where we're all together. He's trying to have us building the Tower of Babel again, spiritually speaking. And that's essentially what's being expressed in this Lucius Trust meeting.
Yeah, it's two sides of the same coin. This one's overtly New Age and Luciferian. The other's very Christian looking. And I found this the follow-up to the Golden Age comment is this non-sacred planet Earth. Well, who are we supposed to worship on the Sabbath? God is the creator who created the heavens and the earth and all that is in them as a reflection of his divinity, his love, the outpouring of every good thing, the beautiful mountains and hills and valleys and birds and waters all point to him as this loving creator. And here in this Luciferian view, it's just a tiny speck in the universe. It's insignificant, this non-sacred planet. This is a direct attack on God as the creator, which is what the first angel's message points to.
Mm-hmm. And if you actually go and read some ancient Babylonian poetry, some of the oldest, written things that we can find in archaeology, you'll find that in ancient Babylon, there was poetry that basically denigrated, creation and the Garden of Eden, and basically lifted up cities and people coming together like in Babylon. So there's been this, antithesis against creation. That's a common thread through all of Luciferianism, is basically to be good without God, to do this without God, to have, a kingdom without God.
Mystery Babylon.